crazy big day today, crazy day. As long as things work out the way we want them to. Right now it's looking pretty good though. We got about an hour and a half till this auction ends, and we are about to get on road to Tennessee. We got an out-of-state unit today. Found it on a little offsite. Got a gatekeep on this one because y'all going crazy on storage treasures lately. Everything that I look at that is decent, y'all been running up to, well, not y'all, but you know what I'm saying, just in general, it gets ran up to the most ridiculous amount that it's like I've said before, like I don't even understand how y'all are making profit. Like y'all are working just to get, or maybe it's people just getting stuff for themselves at a cheaper price. I don't know, but all I know is it wouldn't make sense for me in terms of reselling, in terms of profits. So I will check in with y'all when I go to see Tay, but I'm excited. So I'll see y'all in a few when I get to Tay.
I like turtles.
Good morning. I just woke up. My hair is crazy. Didn't do it. I'm going to be driving literally all day. I don't care. I didn't record yesterday when the whole thing was going down. But it was painful. So it was, let's get into a little story time of what happened. So you'll probably see me showing the clip talking about how we were looking at these 2 units in Tennessee. And how we were pretty much dead set, literally like we were on the way, like in the truck. We had already, I'll just go through the whole story. So there was these 2 units in Tennessee that we really liked. One of them was pretty small. The other one didn't have too much stuff, but it had literally like over 30 some pairs of shoes. There was a Gucci backpack in there, just a bunch of really good items, and it was staying at a pretty relatively good price. Like we were at like $600 leading up to the day of the auction. Day of the auction comes around, we creep up to about 700. We were fine with that. I still hadn't put a bid in. I'm just kind of watching at this point. Kind of sat there at 700 almost all day. We had about an hour and a half left until the auction ended. So I went ahead and put a bid in up to $800. So I think they had their max bid set at like 740 because it put me at 750. So it's sitting at 750. It crept up to 790 and it sat at 790 all the way until there was about 20 minutes left. 20 minutes are left on the auction. Now, mind you, during this time, we're like, we're going to get it for a steal. Tay's like, we should have left, 2 hours ago because we had a long drive. We had a 4.5 hour drive to Tennessee. And I was like, well, let's not do that. I'm like, because you never know with these auctions until the last minute. Thank God that I said that. And you'll see why. It's a little foreshadowing right there. So 20 minutes are left in the auction. It's at $790. We're in the U-Haul facility at this point. He was ready to get on the road, so we're like, okay. So it was looking good, so I'm like, all right, you know what? Okay, let's go. So we went, bought the trailer. Well, not bought it, but rented the trailer, got the trailer put on the truck. By the time we got that done, there's about 5 minutes left. I had increased my bid to $850. Someone had bid it to $820, and it just sat there. There's about 5 minutes left, so we pull around and I'm like, well, let's just let this auction finish real quick before we pull off the road. So we're literally right around the corner, just pulled out of the U-Haul lot, and we park on the side of the road right there. We wait. It's sitting at 820 the entire time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go! At 1 second, someone bids it up. It goes back to 2 minutes on this site. We're like, are you freaking kidding me? Oh, so someone outbidded us. They bid it up to 860. So then we put a max bid in at 900. They bid it to 910. We put a max bid in at 950. They bid it to 960. We put a max bid in at 1,050. They bid it to 1,060. And I'm like, all right, well, let's quit playing with them. We jump it up to 1,250. 1,260. We're like, oh my God. I'm like, bro, I was telling you. I'm like, all right, let's put 1,500. Tay's like, yeah, let's put 1,500. He's like, that might be the max, He wasn't trying to go too much higher. I was like, okay. So we put it at 1,500. It was looking good. It got down 30 seconds. We're like, okay, I think we might got it. 1,510. Boom, back to 2 minutes. We're like, fudge. That's not what we said, but you can imagine. And yeah, so then we're at 1510, and I'm like, I really think the unit's worthwhile. Tay, like, there's 30 some pairs of shoes. Like, they're not busted shoes either. Like, they look brand new. I can see a pair of 6s in there that I know I can sell for over $200, just one pair. The Gucci backpack, all the signs pointed to it being authentic also. So I'm like, and there was so many other items, so many potential. So the visible profit was already there, and there was plenty of potential. So I'm like, you know, let's at least throw a couple hundred more. Like, I didn't want to push him past his comfort zone, but I'm like, you know, let's go a little bit higher. So he's like, all right, 1750. So we put 1750. Same thing. It's counting down. I'm like, all right, I think we might have it. Boom, 1760. And then Tay's like, yeah, I think we're out. And I'm like, let's at least just do 1800. I'm like, you know, because he just keeps bidding us up one, and, you know, he keeps kind of waiting. I'm like, maybe he's hesitant. I'm like, let's at least do 1800. So we put 1800, time's ticking down, and he outbid us. And Tay at that point was like, nah, brother. He's like, don't even do it. I'm like, all right. So at that point, we go out. The guy wins the unit for 1810. But I had already put a bid in on the other unit, the smaller one, that I really liked also. And I ended up winning that one for only 60 bucks. So, flash forward to today. Tay obviously did not want to come with me to that one because it's 60 bucks. I don't need help. There's not much in it. You'll see when we get there. It does look like a banger unit. I'm just really, really hoping everything in it is authentic. If it is, it'll be well worth the drive, especially at the $60 price point, because at that point, the only cost we're going to have is the $60 into the unit, the gas that it's going to cost, and then obviously my time. So I do think it'll be worthwhile as long as everything's authentic. And I'm excited to show you guys what I'm getting. But yes, I am making a drive to Tennessee for this $60 unit. For one, I don't want to get my account man. And for two, I do think the unit is worthwhile, especially at that price point. So why not take a little solo dolo road trip? Yeah, so I'm on the road now, headed to Tennessee. I did find someone that was selling a really nice leather Harley vest and Harley jacket for a pretty good price down there too. So I'm going to see if I can link up with him while I am down that way. But yeah, I will see y'all when I get to the unit. Thanks for hanging in for that story time. Welcome to Tennessee. I couldn't find it. Turns out it's actually inside in the climate control. I had already went down and found where it was. I had to run back and move my car. But I have not opened it yet. So let's get to it. Long drive for this one. And I'm just really banking on authenticity here. So there's two different locks. I have to get both of those put on and then get this taken off. But once I get those off, I'll get you guys a first look. All right, big wheel. All right. Now I'm sure right off the bat, y'all can see a few of the reasons why I purchased this. And I'm praying for some authenticity. Those are tough, super tough. Oh no, please don't just be the box. Oh, just the box. This is looking good for authenticity though. Like, I felt some of the wrap duster bags. They're not this high quality. So that's giving me a good sign for the authenticity. We got a pair of Alexander McQueen's here. Pretty clean overall. I'll clean these up. These alone will pay literally for what I paid for the unit and the gas to get here. Not to mention those. And then, oh, please be in there. Oh, that feels more like it. Oh my gosh. Oh, those are some Louis, some Bapestas. These are clean. What size are these? 28. I'm not sure what size that is. That's small. These kind of look like my wife would be able to fit them. she's gonna want them. I know she is. Oh, that's huge. As long as all those are real, we are already off to a crazy start. Crazy start. Please be real. Please be real. This was disappointing, but that made up for it. All right. Even the box. Shit, I could probably sell the box. People are wild. All right, let's see what's in this top tote. I ain't touching Buddy's drawers. If I tried, I never fail. Looks like, yeah, this don't really look like nothing, honestly. There was some cool looking things in here. I'm gonna get to those shoes over there in just a second. I just want to get a little taste of like what his clothing was like. Hopefully if he's wearing shoes like that. Oh no, Buddy worked at McDonald's.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have problems.
Oh, please be real. Oh my gosh. Maybe Buddy just worked hard, saved his money. Rue 21 jeans. This ain't a good sign. Never heard of whatever that brand is, Maya or whatever. These are decent though. I'm not gonna go through all these clothes right now. I just kind of wanted to get an idea of what his clothes were like. Mary shirt, if it's real. Quality feel good. Let me see the tag. Tag looks decent. Hold on. We got right here. For 21. So this was a mix of designer wear and Rue 21. What are these? Rue 21? No, what are these? Focus? Not familiar with that brand. Alright. Let's get over here to this stuff. Like I said, I just kind of wanted to take a peek. I was going to say, when I did the scan of this one, it said it was Reason. Reason doesn't go for a bag, but it's not bad. And this is decent jacket, all embroidered, puff print. That'll go for probably $60 or so, I'd say. Malcolm X hoodie, been through it. And then these are some Amiris right here. Y'all tell me. I'm just not really getting into the designer stuff. I just grabbed some Gucci, some Burberry, some Balenci. Not for myself, obviously. I don't really do the designer like that. Well, let me know. Another one of those Momea. So it looks like he's kind of a mix of wearing like designer with some just regular stuff. So this says gallery right here. I don't know how Buddy's buying on. I did not see that's what that said just now. Balenci, please be in there. Oh my gosh. All right. We're done going through the clothes. I'll pull out any notable things in the clothes later on. Wait.
Please whatever. Please I want to reach 1 million.
Oh no. Hey though, hold on. Another pair of Bapeses right here. Empty. Pair of laces. But the Bapeses are here. Both of them. Okay. So sucks that those weren't in there, but at least we got those. Now let's see what we got back here. EPTM. I know they do pretty well. I was gonna say Reason. This one, yeah, not a fan of that one. Just personally. If I'm keeping it a buck, looks like we got a clothes stand, which hopefully it's all there to be put together because low-key I can always use more. What in the world? We got a baby on there. I don't know. Maybe that was some personal. Hood Rich. I'm pretty sure it's that brand. This looks decent. Majestic. I don't know, but I actually like this piece. Low key. What size is it? Large. Hey, and it look a little oversized. See, I like to go XL because I like that oversized look. But I actually like that. got back here? Just more clothes. Hopefully all this designer is real. Looks like we got Rude right here. Rude jacket. Rude does pretty well, but that looks like it's got some stains on it. Hopefully that wash out if it's real. And then, yeah, that ain't nothing. So super small unit. What brand is this? They look a little cheap, I ain't gonna lie, but some designer do. Switch, yeah, never heard of them. As long as all them are real, this trip was more than worth it. And the clothes. Because sometimes the designer clothes go for a crazy bag. But, I don't know. Ended up winning it for $60. Let me know what you think. Was it worth the drive, even at that cheap of a price point? Obviously, I didn't go through all the clothes. But overall, I think it's a solid unit. Took a little bit of a gamble. And like I said, the whole point of coming down here was for this other unit that we unfortunately just got ran up to the point where we didn't feel like it was worthwhile, but we had already won. Well, I guess I had already won this one. Yeah, so appreciate y'all. And this will be a quick little video. I don't know if it'll come out before or after, but I'm going to be dropping the video of me redoing the inventory room. And then just like it's a little bit of a behind the scenes look. Let me know what y'all think, because like I said, as long as authenticity is there, I think we could have scored, especially for $60. And it took a lot less gas than I thought it would to get here. I had probably total $40 in gas to get down here, so not bad at all. So all in, probably like $140 in liquid money, and then obviously just the time it took. I think it was a come up. So I'm gonna get this stuff loaded up, and I'll see y'all in the next one.
Okay, thank you.
This is why you check all the bags. I was putting this bag in here. I thought it was literally trash, and down in it, it's a Kindle. I think those are the ones you can just like read on, I think. I don't really know. But I love driving through Tennessee. It's mad beautiful here. Just in general. Even like over here in towards the city. Like that unit I got was in, I hope I don't say it wrong, Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Smaller little city, probably like 30-40 minutes outside of Nashville. Like it's even here in this little like sub-city, it's still beautiful. And like there's still,
Excuse me, is that your nose or did a bus park on your face?
so like you look over in the distance and you can see like some of the hills and shit. And yeah, but I'm on my way to go grab some food right now. Probably do a little food review, a little out-state food review. Might turn it into a little TikTok. Gotta get my social media game on point. But yeah, I'm in Tennessee, so I feel like I gotta grab some barbecue. I love barbecue. So I think I just had a plane fly over top. Yup, she was over there. I don't know if you can see it. And that's a bird. I'm tripping.
Look, up in the sky, it's a bird. It's a plane. It's Superman. Yes, it's Superman.
But see y'all at the barbecue spot. Bag secured. Bag is secured. All right, we're gonna take a look. Want to get a bite in real quick. Oh my gosh, this looks insane. Ooh, sheesh. Gotta give me a bite. Hold on, where the fork at? Where the fork at? Terrible angle, but hey, we're rocking with it. All right, want to get a bite of a little bit of everything. Woo, cheers. Oh my God.
Delicioso.
Y'all just looking at my leg here. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. For the price, like, this is a fat-ass pork sandwich. I got a side of mac and cheese, 2 things of barbecue, and then the loaded fries you just saw. It was like just over $20. I think my total was like $27, but I tipped them like $5. So that means it was like $22 for all this food. That's a good price, and that's a lot of pork. That's a big hefty amount of food. So I'm about to head to the gas station, get some gas, get me a drink, and I'm probably gonna pull off and smash this food. I'm not gonna lie to you. We'll do a little bit more of a review then, but I gotta go get me a drink, and they were out of sweet tea today. How do you have a barbecue spot you don't got sweet tea? So off to the G we go, so I can get me a bottle of water. Like, even just look at this. Like, even just for like a small little city, like I don't know if you can see out over everything. Like, I absolutely fudging up these fries. I've been doing it the whole way here. I couldn't stop eating it. Fries are nice and crispy. The pulled pork is literally like melt in your mouth. The coleslaw's all right. I like the chipotle mayo. It doesn't have that much of a spice to it though. And I threw some of the barbecue sauce on there. It's nice and tangy. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna give you the whole load today.
Like, that is delicious. Fries. The chipotle mayo crept up on me a little bit at the end, but it really wasn't spicy. It really wasn't. Fire. But overall, I give those fries, the loaded fries, like an 8.5 out of 10. That was fire. Like I said, I wasn't the biggest fan of the slaw, but their pulled pork is delicious. I think the barbecue sauce is really what brought it up to that 8.5 though. I ain't gonna lie, because that chipotle mayo by itself, for one, I just don't think they put enough of the chipotle mayo. Because the chipotle mayo was good when I got little, but it's like they like dolloped it on it or something instead of giving me like a good little pause, good little drizzle, you know what I mean? But I do want to try this mac and cheese. It looks incredible. I don't even know if you can get a really good view on that. I'm not going to be able to eat that much of this because I absolutely smashed them fries. On the way to the gas station, I couldn't stop taking bites. Didn't I just set my fork down right there? Am I tripping?
Five minutes later.
Hey, yo, what the where did it go?
One eternity later.
What in the world just happened? I swear to y'all, some weird stuff just happened. Let me know if y'all ever had some stuff like this happen to you, because this be happening at the crib too. But I just set the fork down on top of the other box, grabbed this box, looked down, my fork is not there, and it's nowhere on the seat. Like, where could it have went? Like, I'm looking all over. Like, it's not in my lap or something, is it? No, it's not in my lap. So I have no idea where that just went. This mac and cheese smells good though. My nose still a little clogged. But, all right, mac and cheese. Make sure we get down into some of that sauce. Oh, saucy. Saucy, all right. That is good mac and cheese. Really good mac and cheese. I'll put it even above good mac and cheese because this is really good. It's got like a smoky, like pepperiness to it. I really like that. I really like that. All right. I want to hit this sandwich with some barbecue sauce and get a bite of it. So that way we can get our final ratings. Then I'm gonna hit the road. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Tuck this away. Throw it in the air fryer when I get to the crib. Ooh, save a little bit of that sauce. Y'all can't see what I'm doing over here, but I'm fudging it up with the sauce right now. And so really good. I like the bun on this. It's really soft. I ain't gonna lie to you, this pork looks a lot drier than the pork that they put on top of the fries. But let's see. Yeah, my eyes do not deceive me. Do not deceive me. It is a really good sandwich. Don't get me wrong. The pork is really good still. It's got good flavor. But the pork on this sandwich is... The pork that was on the fries was... Not only was it like hot and fresh and juicy, but yeah, it was just juicy. It had a lot of... Yeah, it looked like they had just shredded it. This stuff, a lot drier.
I'm gonna make my tongue like sandpaper.
No, that sounds really bad, actually.
It's gonna be like a mouthful of sand.
No, please don't do that.
Desert in my mouth.
Their barbecue sauce is super vinegary, but it's got like a little bit of heat on the end, but up front it's just like real tangy, a little sweet. You get a little hit of that heat on the back. I really like this. I really like this. I'm not usually a super big fan of like really vinegary barbecue sauces. I like the tang, but typically I prefer something a little bit more sweet and spicy. If y'all are ever in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, make sure to go check out Single Tree Barbecue. I would recommend. If I had to give it overall, I know a lot of times people factor in the customer service. I decided to do takeout just because I got to get back on the road. I'm trying to move quick. Customer service, I'll give it like an 8. I'll give it like an 8. Just from the very, very, very limited interaction. He just was, I mean, I feel like he just did his job. I mean, so I would give him an 8. I don't feel like he kind of went above and beyond. He wasn't like exceptionally nice or anything. Food overall, I'm gonna give it like an 8.5. The sandwich, I was a little disappointed in the sandwich. That pork was way, way, way drier than the pork that they had put on top of the fries. I'm telling you, that pork on top of the fries, they had to like just shred it. Like they was literally probably shredding it onto it because it was fresh and juicy and hot. So anyways, if you're in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, Single Tree Barbecue, I do recommend overall. And the prices, I think, like I said, was extremely fair. So, yeah, thank y'all.
Okay, thank you.